Hello, dear Aquarius. Welcome to your love reading for the month of October of 2025. This is Kathy speaking and Divine Debut 11. Special thanks to our patrons, as this is a Patreon reading which is released then to the public around the 20th of the month. Patrons get the love readings first. Dear Aquarius, let's see what's going on in the month of October, even though you can take this as a timeless reading as well for you personally in your personal situation. Remember, it's a general reading, so may not resonate for all of you, or the whole reading may not resonate. Now, if you're looking for the cards we're using, they are in the description box below. So let's see, dear Aquarius, as Pluto is moving now direct in your sign in the month, early in the month of October. So let's see what's literally going on. As we know, Pluto first breaks down and then starts to build. Okay, so let's see what's possibly going on as you've been taken aback. Pluto retrograde through your sign, especially if you're an early born Aquarius or with early placements, and especially for Aquarius rising, you've got Mercury, how you think, communicate, write, talk and travel. You may be dealing with someone who is mercurial, either a strong placement of Mercury or a Gemini or a Virgo. What is going on relative to the way you think and the way you communicate? What's going on for Aquarius? Dear Spirit, thank you for your guidance. We've got Uranus, your potential for sudden change, enlightenment and awakening through a particular conversation. You're going to be seeing something that is literally gone. Maybe you're not going to be the same person, dear Aquarius. Pluto is going to transform your life on all levels, especially, of course, as I said, if you're an Aquarius rising, more so. But this is also sudden long-distance travel, or that you're suddenly seeing things from an elevated point of view. Remember, Uranus is your ruling planet. Or there's some ingenious twist of a thought, how can I say it, a download that you're having relative to some communication or a perception, whether it's you with another person. You know, Uranus can give you the bigger picture, but Uranus is also the revolutionary, right? Breaking down, it's like a tower moment that you're going through, or some enlightenment through some words or some sign. The 11th house, where the cosmos grants wishes, luck, friends and social occasions. Okay, this could be a sudden turn, because this Mercury does rule the logic. Uranus rules the higher mind. Also, Uranus is very unpredictable. So something to do with a conversation, some enlightenment, some shock, some message that comes through from others, which could help you move towards a wish fulfillment. And I'm wondering if this is not communication through social media, and a wish granted. Could even be a friendship that turns into a romantic. Or this could be something, situation that you're leaving behind, situation that you now understand what's really going on. So let's look at the spread for Aquarius, Spirit, for Aquarius in the month of October. Wow, okay. We've got a Queen of Swords and a Page of Wands. Some truth you're finding out about. Now, I don't know if you're dealing with a Queen of Swords, which could be a Libra. Could be Libra, Aquarius or Gemini. And the Page, was it the Page of Wands? I can't even remember. Anyways, a message, something that you will see clearly that will open up new paths, bring some excitement, some curiosity. Yeah. Let's see. Some truth will be revealed. And some of you could also be having talks of possible separation. This could be something that you're not expecting, but this could be someone else. You know, if you're dealing with someone, could be their wish fulfillment, could be what they've wanted, their freedom, because Uranus is also a card of freedom. Maybe you're figuring out a way to break free. Also, possibly you may be blessed with better finances if you're working through the internet, which is helping you break free and break out of something that maybe has run its course. You've got the Lovers, so you may be dealing with a twin flame connection. Gemini comes through. Your challenge is the Page of Pentacles. Could be children if you're parents, or you're waiting on a particular message. Maybe that's taken too long, or you're needing to send out this message, but this is not easy for you. What's on your mind? What's crowning you? Singlehood and independence, unless this is someone that you're dealing with that wants their independence. Now we've got Virgo here as well. Where are you coming from? The Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords could be anything that's cutting, anything that you're clearing out of your life, or some truth in a situation which gives you the tools to be able to break out, break free, and break through if there's been illusion, trickery, because Mercury could be trickery, right? Lies and deception. King of Cups, Scorpio, Cancer, or Pisces. Maturity or immaturity where love is concerned. But let's see what the possible outcome is. We've got the Four of Wands. Interesting that Capricorn also had the Four of Wands. To me, it looks like they're waving goodbye here. Yeah, we've got the marriage card here. We've got the Hierophant. Some of you could be breaking traditions. You are very traditional logically, but you've also got that the ability to think out of the box, Aquarius. See, it looks like they're waving goodbye. I get that this Four of Wands is an open portal into something something more exciting for you, something more stable for you. Some of you may have been going through an emotional purge. Yeah, emotional purge, which obviously you've reached the pinnacle, let's say, of emotions. This King of Cups is sitting on water. He's on water, and the water is wavy, right? So ups and downs where emotions are concerned. It is going to be an emotional month. There's a lot of water and earth. We're going to have a grand, I should say, grand water trine. So it is going to be a very emotionally unstable, or even unstable, I'm saying, because of the waves on, you know, that this King of Cups is sitting on. But there will be help coming from spirit, and emotions will be flowing. Now, there will also be a lot of frustration, dear Aquarius, because we've got Mars and we're going to have Mercury in the sign of Scorpio. Now, you're a fixed sign, fixed air sign. Scorpio is a fixed water sign, and you'll be squared by Scorpio. Mercury and Mars will be squaring you, so there can be frustration as to what's going on. And now, I'm not saying 100% that this could be you, that you've connected with a twin flame. You could be in a marriage where a third party, a twin flame, has entered and is threatening to take your spouse away, right? Because we've got the Hierophant here. Remember the two keys. This is a potential for a second marriage or a second long-term relationship. We've got the twin flame. We've also got a spiritual connection here. And emotions are all over the place and have been. Remember the Nine of Pentacles. I get a little bit of ego with that because, okay, it's like she says, I've got everything that I need. You know, I've even got the animals. I'm not fully, I'm not totally on myself, you know, alone, on my own. I'm not fully by myself. So I can stand, you know, alone. I'm fine. So I'm getting a little bit of ego here. Let's see what the Hierophant is sitting on. We've got a 9 of Wands, so challenges and difficulties, trepidations where marriage or even where your beliefs and what you grew to believe is concerned. There's the 2 of Cups. 2 of Cups is a soulmate connection. It's usually 2 people on the same page, or it's a soulmate or twin flame that may have entered either your life or your partner's life, that's bringing, you know, that's causing those waves within your relationship. Some of you have tried to be very patient. If there have been, you know, if someone's been, your world has been rocked by Pluto ever since early March, possibly, of 2023. So it's been a couple of years, especially if you're an early born, mostly Aquarius. But you've been trying to be patient, but it feels like you're at the end of the road here with the 9 of Wands. Like there's a sense of distrust, like that, you know, 2 of Cups is like an agreement, you know, we're going to be equal. But we've got a twin flame here in the now position. Let's take more cards and see what is going on, Aquarius. Let's take the Psychic Tarot of the Heart. I do feel if you're going through a breakup that your friends will be very supportive. Some of you could also be joining a group of like-minded people. Now, if you're not having luck where love is concerned, I feel that your luck is coming through, I would say, from business and money. Work seems to be going well. Let's see what's going on for Aquarius in matters of heart. We've got the twin flame here. For me, this is the twin flame card, even though it's temperance, and we saw temperance again. Some of you have, and of course, you know, tempering yourself and being patient is not your forte, Aquarius. You're a fixed air sign. So it's like Spirit is saying, behold, there is a potential for a twin flame. Possibly that's why you're going through what you're going through, if you're going through a breakup of a spousal agreement here. Now, if that's not you, as I said, it could be someone that's entered, a third party that's entered, infiltrated your marriage, your commitment. There's the well-deserved reward, 9 of Pentacles again. I feel energetically that, because we do see the twin flame come out before the singlehood, right? Someone is choosing their twin flame, so the other person needs to stand strong and stand alone. Now, energetically, again, I'm going to say, if a twin flame has entered, then someone wants, their wish fulfillment is to be single, because someone may have connected with a twin flame that could have been a friend that's turned into a twin flame. And we've got darkest fears, another 9. Pay attention to the 9th of October, but things may have also happened during the month of September. Could have been a significant month, because we've got a 9, 9, and another 9. Also, the Hermit is a 9. So again, Virgo comes through. Let's take one more. Some of you are not sleeping well. There's someone's thinking a lot. There's anxiety here. And then there's 5 of Cups, change your focus. It's like Spirit is saying, don't look to the past. Look to what's ahead. Okay? So 5 of Cups, these are the 3 cups that are spilt, aren't they? But the 2 cups are still standing. And we've got the 9 of Cups. Dreams do come true in divine timing, I'm going to say. Some of you may be a little bit weak. When I say weak, emotionally unstable, I mean the King of Cups could be someone that does like to have a drink or two, sort of to escape the pressure, the the worry, the stress. We see the stress with the nine of swords there. But there's a potential for a dream come true. Energetically, I would say, of course, very importantly. Let's look at your emotional state in the month of October and how the month can play out for you emotionally. Even things you're not conscious of and what's going on in your psyche. I would say with Pluto retrograde for all those months, you had an indication, you had an idea of what was going to finish up in your life. Big changes, but Pluto can bring riches, and Pluto in your sign could also bring someone that's very powerful that will change your life fully. Crossroads, so choices or dilemmas, not knowing what to do. These could be opportunities as well. Refocus. And victim. Some of you are thinking of not to be the victim anymore. This could be something that you're needing to go back and finish up. Why am I saying that? Because refocus is like the retrogrades. It's like still going back. And if we think of Saturn, which is your ruling planet, and Neptune, they've gone back to Pisces. And Pisces for you could also be your you know, if you're an Aquarius rising, then Pisces would be your self-worth, your value, and your money. So some of you may have stayed in a situation because of the money, right? But you're thinking, okay, I don't want to be the victim anymore. You may be working through some karma because this is a Pisces card, and some of you felt trapped because of possibly what you share with another person. It could be the finances, could be home. Let's see what else we've got. Family. And this could be your perception of sacrificing your wants and your needs for the family, and you've stayed somewhere too long, but you're going to find a way to break free, break out, break through, even information that you need to help you sort of understand that you don't need to be the victim anymore, that you need to surrender and release. And because Pisces can speak to secret love affairs, things could be going on behind the scenes that you may not be aware of. We've got a divine feminine that's in grief here, and we've got recognition of a couple here. Could be a family situation where someone's recognizing that they were the victim, they were used and they were abused. It could be the feminine here. So depends on who holds the feminine side in this reading. What's the general here? But this also could speak to a possibility once there's a release, right, of a chapter, that there is new love coming in. We see that with the recognition. It's like the Two of Cups. Surrender, it says, release. And some of you are going through an awakening. You've been unawakened relative to something, but someone's going to wake you up. Someone's going to help you wake up with the 11th house. Yeah, and expect information. And you may also be connecting to the divine, to spirit, and the wake-up call comes from spirit, if not from another person, as to the reality of a situation or what you need to do. Let's see what the universal love advice is, and we'll take another layer. For Aquarius, what is the advice for Aquarius, please, Spirit? What is it that they're going through, and what do they need to know? Universal heart. And there are tears here. I remember this card. I want to read it now. I usually read it at the end, but stare into the face on the card. What does it reflect to you? Meditate upon this card. Hold the image. Let's see if I can do that. Will it clear it for me? No, it's not clearing it for me. Let's do it this way. Okay. Hold the image in your mind and visualize the human face disappearing into a skyscape of stars and galaxies. Find the space beyond your thoughts where you have access to infinite creation. Endless possibilities open to you when you go within. Drifting in space, we can take in the light of a billion stars. Find the quiet within and let yourself drift in that space without attachment and take in the glory of your potential. The creativity within you is limitless. All is possible for you. Explore the light within by choosing to bring your spark to the world. So infinite possibilities it talks to Aquarius, but it looks like, yeah, it looks like there are tears coming down his face here. Universal heart, which to me speaks to a big heart. Could be a big broken heart. Some of you may feel that you've been deceived, that forgot to put the bottom card down. What was it? What was the general energy? I can't even remember. Oh my goodness, dear Aquarius, did you see that? Saturn, which is your ancient ruling planet. Someone is here very sexually and very physically connected to another person. Or there are boundaries, there are rules and regulations and limitations to a love connection because of responsibility, because of commitment, because of fear. Interesting here. The devil is also addictive behaviors. Why do we have the Page of Pentacles in the challenge position? It's like you're stuck, not able to get to this twin flame. Or this was your karma. This was your karma, dear Aquarius. You may have met a twin flame while you were in another connection. Possibly. There's great desire to connect with someone here, but there's infidelity. Let's look at the Page of Pentacles and the 10 of Cups in the challenge position. What is the Ace of Swords at the foundation? Four of Cups. Someone is unhappy in their emotional life and not focused, more focused on the past than on a new possible beginning here. And you can't see it, but in the Ace of Cups, there's a little dove that, you know, it's like forgiveness. It's speaking of forgiveness. Having that universal heart, forgiving and opening up your heart. And I feel like you've got a similar message with Capricorn. I'm wondering if you're not dealing with a Capricorn. Let's have a look at the Ace of Swords. Again, we've got the King of Swords. This is your energy. Someone's detached, not showing you their emotions. They're unhappy emotionally. Someone is not also showing their emotional hurt here. And we've got two kings here. So someone does have a choice. We've got the Nine of Wands. Emotionally, someone is protecting themselves, not opening up their heart because they've been hurt. Someone is blocked off emotionally here. I don't know if you're dealing with a Leo. Okay. And obviously some of you may have stayed for the children. The sun comes through. The sun brings clarity. Sometimes the sun can speak to ego as well. You know, the sun brings clarity and it brings healing. Hold on, dear Aquarius. It's not long. Not long. And you know, the sun can also speak to reconciliation. Someone hoping for reconciliation, but it's blocked off. It's not meant to be. Let's look at the Nine of Pentacles. just writing down the title. Four of Swords. Someone's gone through a heartbreak and they need time. They need time to be able to stand on their own 2 feet. As I said, I spoke of a little bit of ego before. We've got Virgo and Leo. You may be dealing with either. Or it could be someone with placements in both those signs. Let's have a look. Someone needs their time to be able to stand on their own, right? And they're fearing that they won't be able to do that. They're thinking negatively. But this could be someone that's putting on a brave front, pretending that they can, and that could be you. But more than likely, I would say that's not you. I feel that this is you here. Some of you have offered your heart, it's not being accepted because someone has already transitioned elsewhere. They've given their heart elsewhere, dear Aquarius. 6 of Cups. There's nostalgia as we go back down memory lane. There's nostalgia. But, and you know, this is the Soulmate card. Of course, we saw the, I think we saw the 2 of Cups before, didn't we? So there is a soulmate and there is a twin flame here. Some of you have got children and you've stayed for the children. I feel that some of you are going to go back and it's like you're, remember what I said, that some of you may be connecting with someone from the past that you were friends and you're turning more romantic. That is a possibility, and because friendships are very, very significant for your Aquarius, the 11th house of friendships, that's your natural house. Maybe that's what's meant to be. A second connection, long term, with a friend that's turning into a romantic commitment, and a friend, even a twin flame. You've got the twin flame cards twice. You've got the death card, you see. As I said, something is not meant to be. It's meant to be dissolved. Pluto will dissolve, will release, will kill. And there's the 8 of Cups, you see. You're on your way. You're looking for those 2 of Cups. Okay. Emotionally, you've checked out of a marriage here. It's like saying goodbye. Time to say goodbye and then time to say hello. Because there's a wish fulfillment here. And remember that the 11th house is also a very lucky house of wishes. Okay. 7 of Wands. I really can't remember the card that was there before. I've got a very short memory. But that's what I see here, dear Aquarius. This could be happening in the Scorpio season. Someone checks out, moves away. And remember the Scorpio, Mars and Mercury in Scorpio, that could be a fight, that could be an argument, that could be, you know, emotional sensitivity as well about where you're heading. Remember that there's fears, you will surpass those, and it says, Spirit says, don't look to the past, change your focus and look towards the future. Now you're the master, you're the master of your own life. But some of you may need a little bit of time. Okay, this may take a little bit of time. Let's take some love messages. A wish is granted, surely, where the cosmos grants wishes, luck, friends, and social occasions. So don't cry over that spilt milk of the past. It's time to move on. Think of your person. I'm more affected than you know. Maybe we're just too different. The grass wasn't greener on the other side. Some of you may be figuring out that there has been infidelity, and as much as you wanted to stay traditional and stay put, once you find out that there's been infidelity, you're out. You will detach, you will go cold, Aquarius. You will turn to your friends. You inspire me. I need more time to figure things out. I got spooked. And at the bottom we've got, you've been in my dreams. Some of you may have had dreams, prophetic dreams, so do pay attention to your dreams. Even here it says dreams coming true. Maybe you've had some messages through your dreams that better times are ahead, dear Aquarius. I truly hope that that is true for you. I just want to take 3 little Lenormand. I want to get a bit more information for you. You will have opportunities, but crossroads as well. We've seen those cards. What's going on for Aquarius? Success and growth, 8 of Wands, love messages, transition, movement, flight, travel. You've got the fish, which could speak to illusion, deception, but also abundance. Could be a lack of clarity and things not revealed, or things that will be revealed that were unclear. Could be a little bit of a heavy burden for you. Some of you, you've got 11 here, and 11 of course is like the Justice card. We've got the Whip. This could speak to possible separation, conflicts, arguments, about going through that open portal. And you are a fixed sign, so change is not easy for you. But I do see infidelity here and third parties with a snake. Hey, when something's meant to be, it's meant to be, Aquarius. You need to surrender and just go with it. Yeah, you're going through a breakup. The Scythe is here. This will clear the air and this will bring new love. And I've had a few signs that seem to be down the same rabbit hole. Anyway, Uranus is going to change everything. Pluto is going to change everything. I am wishing you well, seriously. I'm wishing you well, I'm wishing you love, and I'm wishing you luck. The potential is there. It's just that we need to sort of swim through the month of October and see what happens. Next year on your birthday, dear Aquarius, it's going to be a very significant time. There's going to be a huge lineup of so many planets in your sign. So that could be those new seeds, a new cycle, new life cycle that is beginning for you. I'm excited for you. Love and light, and we'll be back with more. Take care.